Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing Bastille's second album, Wild World. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on the album. We'll have different thoughts on it, and I would gladly hear yours in the comment section down below. Bastille are back with their second album, and it's quite something to get into. First of all, I decided to buy the complete edition as it had been described by them as being the official version of the album they wanted out, so there's that. Second, I will have a song-by-song review video out very soon to get deeper into the album, because there is a lot to say about it, and I want to keep this review short and simple. Now, let's get into Wild World. Where do I start really? Not many albums have an impact like Wild World had on me after the first listen. I planned to get this review out yesterday as the album came out, but I decided to take one more day to let it sink in. First of all, this is a very different album from Bad Blood. Here the album theme feels less axed on mythology and more on concrete things being part of this world. Songs like Good Grief, Fake It, An Act of Kindness, etc. really illustrate this need to talk about feelings and human interactions a lot more. This was already the case with the previous album, but here I felt it is more intimate. Second, all the songs are very easy to remember. I remember when I first heard Good Grief or Fake It, the promotional singles for this album, I was hooked on them immediately, and singing along to them is easy, and I'm glad to say it is the case for all the other songs on this album. I was mostly invested in songs like The Currents, An Act of Kindness, and Blame, which are songs that I related to quite a lot, and I think that's the strength of the album. It is easy to relate to it. The band itself talked in interviews about how they don't write songs too personal, but more about the world, feelings, and what is happening in life in general, and that's definitely what I noticed the most, is how they succeeded so well at this. As I felt that the writing was a lot more refined, you can feel the evolution from Bad Blood to Wild World is a lot more concrete. And as for the compositions on this album, I felt they are in par with Bad Blood. We still get some experiment and some electronic sounds, but on songs like Blame and even more so on Two Evils, it mostly has the basics, and that's something I quite like. My tiny complaint about the album is that it's a really long one. Over 1 hour, and since it's the complete edition, adding 5 songs compared to the normal one, it does add some more minutes to it. However, focusing on it wasn't hard for me. Like I said, I enjoyed all the songs all together as part of the album, but also individually. You pick them and add them to playlists, etc. It's very easy, and they stand on their own just as well as being part of an ensemble. Wild World is a study of the world and us inhabiting it. And while still obeying very much Bastille, it does evolve from Bad Blood in a direction that feels more grounded and mature. It's an album that simply questions the world and our behavior without ever pointing fingers at anything, but simply allowing a talk to happen. I give the album 5 stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of the album down below, and look forward to my song-by-song review coming very soon.